How do you handle feeling underappreciated in the workplace? That's what we'll address in this edition of Q&A with STAA. I'm John Chalesnik. When I worked at the old Extra Sports 690 in San Diego, I worked with a legend in the sports broadcasting industry, Chet Forty. Chet had been the longtime director of Monday Night Football back in the days of Howard Cosell and Frank Gifford and Dandy Don Meredith. And after his well-documented, well-publicized gambling problems forced him off air, he took care of himself, got his life in order, and then got back into the profession working as a sports talk host at our station. Well, Chet Forty passed away while an employee at Extra Sports. And I remember that day, of course, the whole staff, myself included, wanted to attend the funeral and be there as a show of support for Chet, who had been so good to all of us, so kind and generous and fun. We all owed him a debt of gratitude and appreciation, so we wanted to be there. But it was a radio station. There still had to be programming. So I volunteered to miss the funeral so that we could have extra programming. And I remember that day I hosted either the morning or the AM drive or the mid-morning show. Then I went out to cover a daytime Padres game. Then I came back to the station to do my regular nighttime show. So all told, I was on the clock that day for 12 or 14 hours, something like that. And while the motivation should be you're just doing it because you want to be helpful to your employer, back then I also wanted external shows of appreciation. And when I never even got a thank you from management or from anybody for putting in such a long day so that everyone could attend Chet's funeral, I felt underappreciated. It was selfish, but I felt underappreciated in that moment. But here's why I bring it up. If you work in sports broadcasting, everybody at some point feels overworked, underappreciated, and underpaid. There's long hours. You wear a lot of hats, many different roles. You don't make enough money or make what you think you deserve, and you never get a pat on the back. How do you feel better about that? Here's the key. Get it in your mindset that what you're not getting in appreciation and money, you are getting an opportunity. You are using your current employer to build your resume, build your demo, and polish your craft in pursuit of your next job. In other words, your current employer is paying you to prepare yourself for the next bigger, better opportunity. When you frame the mindset that way, then you'll pretty quickly stop feeling underappreciated. I wish I would have known that back in the day when I was younger. It would have helped a lot. If you have a question that you would like us to address on an upcoming edition, email it to us, qa@staatalent.com.